The week is approaching the finish line. And I decided to use this late afternoon here in Riga, Latvia to do another attempt to continue my speedrun of the Leningrad Dutch. All of this is to celebrate the release of my chessable course, Leningrad Dutch Simplified, released not this Friday, but the week before. And the idea is just to play as many Leningrad games as I can. From the white's perspective, I play the first move of 4, the bird, because the rising positions very often feel quite similar. And, I just show you the thought process. Maybe also show some interesting sidelines which are not on the course. And if you have it, it's gonna give you like a better understanding how to play the Dutch. By the way, I have a question. Is that today a day for the candidates? Or there's a rest day? Because it's Sunday, right? Let's play the Leningrad. After today, there's a rest day. Okay. You have to pardon me. I don't really follow the schedule. Just a sec. Let me switch this weird game. Weird. Oh my goodness. I haven't heard this song for a million years. That was a big hit in the day. Yeah, it's a great song. Something happens on D4. Should I do some D3 stuff? Yeah, millennials definitely don't know this one. I can probably just sack the spawn. And I think I'm gonna do it. The spawn is not gonna go anywhere. It's mine. Precious. Yeah, 22 years. Yeah, so we're listening to these hits like 20 years ago. I mean, unbelievable. Time flies so quickly. And a pawn on e6 is something I'm gonna tickle. Okay, let's just trade this queen. Wait, what? Wait. There's something wrong about this. Take the juicer. Probably take on d5 and go knight e4. Have a super control of the center. Now this is essentially the perfect knight against the terrible bishop, plus extra pawn. I mean, he's completely paralyzed here. Every pawn basically stands on the dark squares. And then the knight goes back. Hey, 99 yen. Appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. Let's go here. Okay, he just resigns. All right, let's get more Dutch. I would like to remind you that this is the last day of my Leningrad Dutch simplified sale, the intro sale. It finishes today. So as you see, the Leningrad is a wonderful weapon, which is exactly what I'm trying to prove. It's very easy, very straightforward for the king's attack. I mean, somebody even asked me, is this a good weapon at the club level? You know what my answer was? I said it's specifically good at the club level. I mean, at the pro level, okay, maybe, you know, it can be a bit risky, but at the club level, totally. All right, let's play d5 as a pawn as a pawn. Nakamura plays Dutch. At least he used to. Maybe he will reach a certain point at the candidates where he has nothing to lose. And perhaps he is going to start to play the Leningrad. I would love to see that. There was a game in 2000s that depopularized the Dutch. You mean the game of Kramnik against Nakamura, year 2010? Yeah, I mean, it was quite annoying at the time, but if you switch on an engine, modern engine, it says that Kramnik had absolutely nothing there. Now there's far more dangerous lines. So, at least to my knowledge, there's no refutation. There's no refutation to the Dutch. There are some problems if the opponent is really smart. But, you know, I mean, you have to know a lot of things to get something out of the out from white's position. Why don't 90% of GMs don't play it? Their loss. You know? I don't know. The feel is probably a bit risky. G6. You see I'm aggressively using the kingside pawns. Do I know Leningrad project what? Base Soviet buildings? What's the question? I don't understand the question. I'm also, by the way, a great fan of the Catalan. One of my, I mean, not one of my, the most popular video on my YouTube channel is about the Catalan. 3 hours of Catalan. I mean, objectively, there's not a lot in many openings. Like e4, e5, d4, d5, all of these symmetrical openings, there's not a lot. So it's all about slightly better position, some pressure, but you can afford to make a pretty serious inaccuracy in the opening, and yet you're still not lost. This is how chess works. You make a pretty like almost serious positional mistake, and you're still not losing if you're playing the perfect chess. So chess by definition is a drawn game. There's a lot of resources to save the game. Trying to play Rook f8, knight e3 and give a mate. Oh, Rook e1 is knight e1. This is cute. This is cute. Please let me play this. Ah, that's a disappointment. Okay, just for the content, I'm gonna show it. You see this move? So disconnect the rooks. So that there's a mate. Knight e3, of course, was a bit simpler, I guess. Although it's the same. All right, thank you for the game. Approaching the 2000 rating mark. Unfortunately, quite a few games were played not by Dutch. That's a very interesting order with the moves. Not sure, knight e7 or maybe just castle. h5, knight h5. Okay, this is pretty interesting what he's playing. I like it. So let me try to organize something at the queen side. A d takes e5, knight e5. Okay, I guess I need to stop h5, so knight f6. Oh wait, knight e4. That was silly. That was silly, blundering knight e4. He can take... Oh, and he missed it. Yeah, I just blundered the pawn just like that. Okay, let's fix it. I have a large advantage because white's kingside attack is stalled. There's nothing, and entire queenside belongs to me. So I can just play b5 or prepare it. Okay, just for the sake of the argument, I will sacrifice this pawn. I don't really have to do this, but I just want to show the idea that sometimes you can open up the b file by giving up the pawn and have very good attacking chances. Maybe bishop e6 was a bit precise, a bit more precise. No, I think I'm doing okay. Of course, the pawn on a7 doesn't matter at all. Are the reviews adjustable? Of course they are. Of course. Check the link. Click on the course site and you're gonna see the reviews. Wait, I don't want to trade. Can I go for some spectacular idea here? This is gonna be completely nuts, of course. But there. I just want to keep the queens on the board. Knight h5 and something is hanging here. This is nuts. There's a fair chance it's not even working. Oh wait, why do I play knight h5? Wait. I can play knight d5, queen d5, rook b2, queen b2, queen c3, queen b2. Oh, this is so sexy line. And after bishop e6, knight e5, he could take on g7. I'm just gonna play for the content. So bishop e6, knight e5, rook d5, rook b2, queen c3, queen b2 mate on the board. But probably bishop e6, just knight g4 is good. Probably. Okay, that's interesting. I guess he saw the idea. That's a disappointment. Yeah, let me show you this moment. This was very nice. So here, queen h5, queen f5. I thought if he takes on e6, knight g4, knight h5 is good, but I wanted to do this. Which indicates probably because he could sacrifice the queen and have 3 pieces. Oh wait, I'm missing something. Something like, but actually what do you play here? It's not so obvious. Bishop d5 and there's something hanging and knight e5. I guess knight e5? And Engine says, I mean, this is really great. Although, I mean, all it takes is just one shot. You miss it from afar, you're done. So my idea was, after bishop e6, to play knight e5. Queen d5, rook b2, queen c3, and queen b2. And if he wouldn't do that, if he would go somewhere here, well, I have a choice. Either play rook a2, queen a2, queen c3, king b1, and he's totally pancaked. So that's very nice, very nice. What on earth is this? Never seen it in my life. I'm afraid of his counter gambit. Listen, but this feels like the Manhattan Gambit. Oh, it's ridiculous. I mean, there's no way this is good for black, in case you're wondering. But I like it. It takes a lot of courage to play something like that. Yeah. Bunkloud's something. Yeah. Thank you for the game. Let me check what was the opening title. Bird's opening Hobbs Gambit. Hobbs Gambit. Hobbs. Hobbs. The only Hobbs I know is Hobbs and Shaw. Could it be the same guy? What was his first name? Hobbs. I forgot. Hobbs Gambit. Calvin and Hobbs. No. I'm talking about this character from the Fast and Furious franchise. Hobbs. Hobbs. What is his first name? I don't remember. The big muscular guy, Dwayne Johnson. He was Hobbs, right? So 4G5 apparently is Hobbs Gambit. Yeah, The Rock. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay, let's play bishop e6, d5, and bishop f7. Maybe d5 is better. Luke. Yeah. Luke. I think his name was Luke. Was it? Luke? Really? Luke. This is a great position. I mean, he probably has to sacrifice the exchange. Okay, let's try to repeat something from the Fisher's Immortal Sacrifice. I don't have to do that, of course, but just for fun. Fisher had this very famous game against... who was this? Should I take on g2? Let's play g5 first. I like the knight. All right, there's no chance he could hold this. I mean, I have a very powerful attack here. Rook e8, a4, 2 pawns for the piece. A lot of lies for weaknesses. Weak king. Easy sacrifice. Oh, by the way, I've reached rating 2000. Hadn't even noticed. Of course, I will deduct a lot of rating points played against the people who play e4. All right, where's the mate? f3, f takes on g3 looks very good. Probably just f3. I hope I can do that, by the way. Not entirely sure. All right, time for the game. With an idea that I'm reserving, yeah, I'm reserving the lifetime repertoire's Leningrad Dutch in something like 2 years. I would like to write it. Yeah, my Dutch scares a lot of people. All right, there you go. Finally, some normal Dutch. Ah. I gave him a chance to fix the castle, but he didn't do that. Yeah. All right. H5, G5 is a very common idea in the Leningrad. The king side is secure. Of course, I need to develop my queen side as well. I don't know what is this, but looks pretty fun. C5 maybe is a move. Queen f6, I guess. Now he wants to do it. But who is gonna let you? There's no queen g6, there's always bishop f5. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, pre-moved something. That is a nice move. There's some problems. Can I play some f3? Maybe not. I'm already thinking about some sacrifices. Okay, let's try to open up the queen side. Since this is where he's trying to escape. Maybe rook b3. Oh, this looks nice. Knight f2. Oh, this has got to work. f6, king h8. Probably should have calculated this a bit more, but I think I'm good. It's a nice idea, f7 checkmate. It's pretty good. But I'm better. All right. Yeah, I kind of split it. I mean, this entire idea of probably was too much. Yeah, shouldn't have done that. There was no need to do that. Yeah, I could have played queen h5, just collect the pawn. Yeah, this looked really cool, but suddenly here you see I have to be very careful. Maybe. Oh wait, queen e3. Oh, queen e3 was just winning the game on the spot. Queen e3, he cannot take it. That's a pin. King f1 is a mate. And now after rook g1, now this is not so clear. Because if I take the queen... Oh wait, there's no mate. Oh my goodness, I hallucinated. I thought this is a mate. There's rook g7. Okay, I was not having so much time. Perfect. Perfect. One of the main lines. The old line, so to speak. e3. I don't know this. I don't know. Queen e7 makes sense. Knight a6, knight c5, e4, knight e3. Maybe e4. Knight e4, c5, lock the queen side. Watch out for knight e6, the queen and bishop are already protected. And just start to attack the king side. First secure the queen side, b6, bishop d7, etc. B takes is always d takes, so that I get access to the d6 square. Like this. And now it's time to start a king side attack. Maybe knight g4, knight e5 is a great maneuver. There's some problems. Knight f3 looks very tempting. Takes, knight f4. No, let's play g5. Even if he takes on e5. Wait, what? Now I play knight f3. Now there's no knight f4. Takes, there's no knight f4. Maybe queen f7, queen h5 was a bit more cautious. Queen d7, queen g4 looks lights out. There's no chance he can survive a direct kingside attack. g1 is a mate. This is also a pretty common idea. I mean, not the bishop g4, but with the pawn on f3, it's a very powerful pawn to start an attack. There we go. By the way, I would like to go back to talk about this game a bit. This is one of the main lines of the Leningrad Dutch, and obviously in the course an e3 is very slow. As a matter of fact, I don't even know this move. And normally in the pawn structures I talk about playing something like e4 to shut out the bishop and control the d3 square, but here I feel it's a bit better to keep the tension at the center. So I play knight a6, here I played c4, e4, and c5. Maybe I should have done it a bit earlier. The same idea. Now make sure he cannot play knight e6. Now I simply lock the queen side. There you go. Everything is developed. Any b takes is d takes. And that's it. Entire king side belongs to me. I'm talking about g5, f4, knight e5, knight f3, queen f7, queen h5. It's just basically you do whatever you want. Yeah, so here, same idea. Queen f7, queen h5, king h2, rook f6, rook h6, queen sacrifice on h3, whatever. There's a lot of ideas, so there's no chance he can survive this. Now you know. Okay, now I'm gonna be precise. Not to miss any bishop g4 so that there's knight e2. Let me try to get his bishop. He wants to castle the queen side. I suppose. So let's include knight c3 to see what he wants. a6. Okay, trying to get the light square bishop. Maybe e4. I can take on g6, but now that I look at this position, f5 looks really nice. Opening up the bishop, the rook. This is also a pretty common idea in the Dutch. Some problems for him with the light squares. d4, bishop f4. Okay, let's play bishop f4. Pretty sure I could just take the pawn. Just for fun, sacrifice the exchange. I just love these pieces. Can you do that? Looks very suspicious. You beat this guy earlier. So I'm forcing him to take on b2 so that there's a bishop c3. I can take the exchange, but the question is, do I want it? Yeah, I guess I want it. Still, I have this queenside attack looking pretty serious. Of course, not like totally clear, but I feel I have a large advantage. Some ideas here. The pawn on g3, I don't think it really matters. Okay, maybe king h1 was a bit more precise. But there's definitely some problems here for him. Some rook b7. Can I do this? I'm curious. He didn't even calculate. Yeah, just a second, let me check it. King b7, I thought king b7, I'm gonna play queen f7. And I very, very quickly calculated this to be winning, because I saw no way to defend against checks, and after king b8, I thought there's knight b4, attacking the queen and threatening with a mate on b7, but I was not entirely sure if I'm not missing some intermezzo almost, like bishop g3 something. Yeah, it's very easy to miss stuff like this. For example, here, a knight e2 check, and I didn't calculate this at all. But I guess I just play king h2 and the queen is still under attack and the mate on b7 is still there. Just don't you dare to play e4. Thank you. I'm not sure if that's you, Kaushik, but I got it there. Let's play the Dutch. I'm playing a Dutch against an actual Dutchman. By the way, I have a question. Those of you who are of Dutch nationality, do you play the Dutch? Is this like national sentiment to you? Because I know for sure that the Frenchmen, they play the French defense. For them, it's a big thing. For some reason. No, I'm not playing the Latvian. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, this is obviously big theory. Bishop f4. I don't think this is in the course. It's pretty rare. At the club level, it's also difficult to explain why this would be a good move, because you can't run into ideas like these. Yeah, knight h5, and what do you do with the bishop? I mean, you stop g5, but now this is a problem. Look at this. Starts to feel like a massive problem. e5 is incoming. Oh, this is looking very dangerous. Queen of Fate, maybe. Rook g4 probably is a bit too much. Let's play Rook f7, so that just in case I can double the heavy pieces at the file. I am following the candidates a bit. Not too much. 97, knight of fate, 96, 94. Oh, knight h2, I missed this. Yeah, this is a good move. Can I do this? Not sure why I need this really, but... I guess I'm not going to be in time to put my knight on a 4. He wants to play queen g3. I could sacrifice a pawn. I don't really mind. The knight is getting to a 4 after all. Maybe takes, c5. I can always sacrifice a pawn, so... I don't think it's a big deal. Here, queen g4, knight f4. Looks very tempting, but let me calculate something here, because I can think as well. Queen b6 is a check. Definitely deserving some attention. I don't know, but knight h5 looks so natural. I just want to play without thinking. And after queen g4, I was thinking king h7, rook f4, queen h4, or maybe rook f4, queen b6, rook h4. So it's not looking really great for white. Maybe now I collect this pawn. Checkmate. All right, thank you for the game.